law enforcement responded to an area known as the Roma Bluffs. When they got there, they found this little girl standing in the middle of the street crying. And what had happened was group after group were crossing into the United States illegally. They put her in the middle of the street as a distraction to slow down responding law enforcement. And as you can see, it worked, and for good reason. This little girl, guys, they believe her to be Honduran, about the age of 3 years old. But look at her wrist here for a second. And I'm showing you some of these wristbands. I talk about these all the time. You can see she doesn't have two on. She's got one. Her little arm was so small. The law enforcement at the scene told me they had wrapped it twice. Now, why are they doing this? Because to Cartel de Golfo, known as CDG, where we've shown you these wristbands back to back, that child is nothing more than a commodity. Coming from Honduras, they charged $3,000 just for her to cross at the river right there. I know that area very well. And to come from Honduras into the United States usually runs between around $8,000 to $14,000 per person. So, just another horrible situation occurring on that southwest border over the weekend.
It is indeed, Jason. It just breaks your heart to see families torn apart and then sending these young children at a price and trusting drug cartels, of all people, to get them to safety across the border. I previewed again those border apprehension numbers. We've got some of those details. What did these trends tell you? We thought perhaps the numbers could be turning around, but it just doesn't seem to be the case.
No, it's not. We've got several things happening. Title 42 is set to end April 1st. And that's why you're seeing these numbers continue to rise. I'm talking to law enforcement on the ground right now throughout the weekend. These numbers they're seeing there's so many people crossing right now. There are not enough agents to keep up with. And I think that what we're going to see is a pretty significant jump from the February numbers to March as a direct result. The perception has gone out to the world, Emma, that Title 42, which is the ability to do rapid deportations. It's one of the last authorities under CBP to be able to rapidly deport people out of the country. And it's responsible for about 1.2 million, just so you know, since February of 2020. Once that goes, message has been set, come to the United States, and they are coming.
Yeah, and that stems with the pandemic as well. The Biden administration set to review that in April. So we will be watching closely what decision comes from that. Jason Jones, live in Texas with the latest. Jason, thank you.